We all want to make flavorful, juicy, tender grilled chicken breasts, but it can be tricky. There is a fine line between properly cooked, moist chicken versus dry, overcooked chicken. So where is that line? I'm Alexis. I like to share fun recipes for entertaining holidays, cookouts moving into the summer. I decided it was time to work on this Traeger chicken breast. Now, for the last couple of months, I have been researching and testing different methods, temperatures, and cook times to figure out what actually makes the best chicken breast out on a Traeger. And I'm going to show you my two methods right now. We're going to do a smoked chicken breast and a simple grilled chicken breast. We are keeping this video super simple today, and we're starting with this Traeger rub. Here's a quick shot of the ingredients on the back, but I will link up to this below. So we're gonna get our Traeger rub on our chicken breast, and I have 4 pretty big chicken breasts. They're about the same size, and we are seasoning them with all of the same rub. Because we're gonna do a side-by-side comparison, I don't want to let the seasoning be a factor in the difference. And we're doing this 1 to 4 hours in advance. So that's your first tip. We really want the salt to pull liquid from the chicken and then sink back down deep into it so that we have a really well seasoned chicken breast we don't want just salt on the top of it. We want it nice and flavorful all of the way through. 1 to 4 hours is good. I have done this with a wet brine, and I gotta tell you, I was not happy with the results. I'm going to transfer them to a sheet pan lined with a wire rack so that they can dry brine for a few hours in the refrigerator before I want to actually cook. All right, I took my sheet pan of my seasoned chicken out of the refrigerator to get the chill off, and I set my Traeger to 250 degrees. So it's been preheating, it's ready to go. We're gonna get these, my first 2 chicken breasts out there. I'm gonna add a little drizzle of oil and talk to you about the temperature and the cook time, and here's why. Not that long ago, I did a wet brine and I tried to smoke some chicken breasts all the way through at 225, but it never hit the internal temperature. It stalled out at about 150, and it took way too long. Like, it was not what I wanted. Here's what I figured out. 250 is a good temperature to get that smoke flavor in. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave it on there for about 30 to 40 minutes, let it smoke on the grill grates with the lid closed, and then after 30 to 40 minutes, we'll develop that smoke flavor, get them off the grill, increase the heat, increase the temperature to 375, and then finish there so that we hit the desired internal temperature that we're going for, but in less time so that the chicken doesn't dry out. We get the flavor that we want, everything should be good. There's a link down in the description for my temperature and cook time guide, or you can scan this QR code and check it out that way. But these are the steps. You're gonna get your chicken breast on the grill grates, close the lid, smoke for ½ an hour. You can see the color that's built up in just 30 minutes. It looks pretty good. After 30 minutes, take them off the grill, increase the grill temperature to 375. Once your Traeger reaches temperature, you're going to insert a wireless thermometer, because at this point we want to track the internal temperature of our chicken. It didn't really matter before because we were going by time, not temp. I really like this probe by Arm Meter because it lasts a lot longer than some of the other ones that I have tried. I've had some other ones and the probe comes disconnected from the base, but that hasn't happened yet. Now you can use the app and set your notification when you want it to let you know that you've reached your internal temperature. So I reduced the time on my chicken down to 155 because that's where we are going to pull it. Once you get your cook set up and your grill is at 375, you can get your chicken breasts back on the grill, get that lid closed, come and check on them in maybe 10 or 15 minutes and give them a flip if you want to make sure they finish their cook evenly. These took an additional 27 minutes, it looks like, to hit that 155 mark. So you're going to take them off the grill at 155. Trust me, it'll be fine. You're going to put them on a plate and cover it with foil and watch the internal temperature continue to rise even after they're off the grill. These peaked at 163, just about. So while our smoked chicken breasts have a nice long rest, we're gonna grab the probe that came with the Traeger and use that on our quicker cooking grilled chicken breasts. So I'm gonna insert the meat thermometer. I'm gonna get my chicken breasts right on the grill grates, and just like I did with my other thermometer, we're gonna set up a cook time in the app. So this time we're using the Traeger app. I am still reducing my goal temperature to 155 degrees, and we're gonna watch as this cooks. After 12 to 15 minutes, come out, give them a look over, flip them so that they can cook evenly and get those nice grill marks on both sides. How cute is the notification on this wood ridge when it reaches our internal temperature that we set up? So we hit our 155 mark in less than 30 minutes. I'm gonna get these off the grill. I'm pretty excited that they are still dripping with moisture even as I get them off the grill, and they weren't even marinated, but they've got plenty of moisture just by the look. Some really beautiful color from that rub and from that smoke. So let's shut this down and head inside. The moment we've been waiting for, now we get to slice into both of them and see how they look on the inside and do a taste test. One thing that's really important is a nice long rest on anything that you cook out there on a pellet smoker, especially when, like with the smoked one that we cooked for a longer time, we really want those juices to redistribute. A nice long rest makes that happen. All right, we're starting with our smoked breasts first. We're gonna have to find some different light so that you can really see the color. But all that shine is moisture that is still in there. It just kind of pulls apart tender. We're gonna finish slicing these, but then we're gonna get them off to the side, and now we can get cracking on our regular grilled chicken breast. So as we slice into our grilled chicken breast, I'm really excited to show you the color difference and the flavor difference. So this one does not have that pinkish smoke ring that the smoked chicken breast does have, but it pulls apart super easily and it has a really good texture overall. This is one of my go-to solutions during the week when I need something quick and easy for dinner, but I also want a lot of leftover protein. This chicken can be transformed into so many different things. So I'm gonna finish slicing it and we're done. Wahoo! I want to try a bite of the smoked chicken breast first. It has a nice texture. It pulls apart because it's pretty tender. It has a subtle smoke ring. It's not super dark. But the smoky flavor is there. So if I was having people over and I wanted to do a smoked chicken breast meal, I would serve this with some of my Traeger baked beans recipe. I'll link up to that video and that recipe down in the description below, but I would also finish them with some sauce. So for like the last 10 minutes, I would brush a barbecue sauce in there and really hammer home that smoky flavor. For our grilled version, which it's just so easy. I like this one better. To me, it has a better overall flavor. This is super transformable. You can do a whole lot with it. This with like a bacon mac and cheese, sliced over pasta. It's really good. So I do feel like the dry brine and the solid cook time all of the way through is why this is so good. Another option for you, and something that I do on a regular basis when I'm trying to get through a busy week, is I will cut my chicken breasts all the way through and make some thinner cutlets. That is a super quick cook out on the Traeger. It's like 18 minutes or less at 375, and that's a really awesome way to get a good dinner on the table that doesn't take a lot of effort. It's so good. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I really hope this video helps you. I want to know your tricks and tips if you already have been spending a lot of time out there on your Traeger. Let's help each other out and comment with our solutions down in the comments. Also, if you want to find out what's next, what we should serve with this, make sure you subscribe because we're going into summer. I have a lot of cookout recipes, stuff out on the Traeger, some good sides. I'm working on a Traeger smoked bacon mac and cheese, which my son absolutely loves. So come back and we'll do this again soon.